Have you ever done something good for someone, expecting nothing in return? Now, imagine that one small act, one simple choice to do the right thing, ends up changing your entire life. That's what happened to Elna. She was poor, broken, and forgotten until one moment of honesty turned her pain into a miracle. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Senam, but you can call me Sem. I bring you real life confessions and interesting stories that are shocking, heartbreaking, and inspiring. If you love stories that touch the soul, let's be friends. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss a story. Let's dive right in. Elna's life was nothing short of a nightmare. A single mother of two, abandoned by the man who promised her everything. He disappeared, leaving her to carry the weight of two little lives alone. Every morning, before sunrise, Elna would walk to the big shop in town to buy sachets of cold water. No fridge, no comfort, just sweat, sun and survival. She would balance the basin on her head and walk the streets calling out, "Pure water, pure water." Some days she sold everything. Most days, nothing at all. People walked past her like she was invisible. When the sun burned her skin, she kept walking. When her legs ached, she kept walking because two small faces were waiting for her at home. She had to work hard and put food on their table. They lived in a small wooden kiosk that could barely stand. When it rained, the roof leaked. Some nights, Elna would wake up drained, holding her children tight so the cold water wouldn't touch them. No electricity, no fan, just mosquitoes, hunger, and pain. Her children's clothes were torn, their stomachs empty, but Elna always smiled and said, "Don't worry, my babies. One day, things will get better." But deep down, she didn't believe it. Her heart was tired. Her faith was fading. Then, one morning, her youngest child fell sick. She had fever, breathing hard, his tiny body burning like fire. She ran to the clinic, begging for help. The nurse looked at her and said, "We need a deposit first." Elna had nothing, not even a coin. She left the clinic crying, holding her child who was sleeping away in her arms. That day, she lost all hope. The landlord came shouting, "3 more days to pay your rent or you are out." Her sick baby in her lap, her oldest child stared quietly, too hungry to even cry. Elna wiped her tears and told herself, "If I give up, they will die." So she carried her water basin again and went back to the street. That's when it happened. A shiny car stopped nearby. A woman stepped out, elegant and confident. As she walked past, something fell, her wallet. Elna picked it up. Her heart stopped. It was full of money. Enough money to pay her rent, buy medicine, enough to even change her life. No one saw her. The woman was already walking away. One voice said, "Take it. You need it. No one will know." Another voice whispered, "It's not yours." Elna stood there confused. Then she ran forward and shouted, "Madam, your wallet fell." The woman turned in shock. Elna handed it back with shaking hands. The woman smiled, thanked her, and gave her 50 cedis. "Buy food for your children," she said, then asked for Elna's number and name. She didn't expect a call, but that small act of honesty was about to change her life. 3 days later, her phone rang. It was the woman whose wallet she returned. She thanked Elna again, saying the wallet had an important document that would have taken years to replace. Then she asked softly, "Elna, how are you? How are your children?" No one had ever asked that before. She broke down and told her everything about the hunger, the pain, the sick child, the leaking roof. The woman listened quietly, then said, "You are a good person, Elna. I want to come see you. When she came, she didn't just talk. She looked around at Eleanor's broken kills, her 2 tired children, and silently reached into her bag. Take this 5,000 cedis. Buy food. Take your baby to the hospital. Pay your rent. Eleanor started crying. She tried to kneel, but the woman stopped her. Don't thank me, she said. God sees you. But that wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. A week later, the same car stopped again. The woman smiled and said, Eleanor, pack your things. We are leaving this place. Confused, Eleanor asked, Madam, what do you mean? From today, the woman said, you are starting a new life. She drove Eleanor and her children to a clean 1-bedroom house, paid the rent 2 years in advance, bought her a fridge, set her up with her own shop. Now, she said, you can sell from here. No more walking under the sun. Before leaving, she handed her 10,000 cedis to grow her business. For the first time in years, Eleanor slept in peace. No rain dripping through the holes, no mosquitoes, just gratitude. Her business grew. 1 shop became 2, 2 became 3. The woman became her best friend, sister, and the angel in her life. When the woman got married, Eleanor stood by her as a bridesmaid. Her children called her auntie. She had finally found her miracle, and it all started with returning a wallet. Years later, her ex, the same man who abandoned her, came back. He had heard of her success and wanted to return, but Eleanor looked at him calmly and said, it's too late. She had built her life with honesty, hard work, and faith, not lies. Sometimes the biggest blessings comes when you least expected them. Doing the right thing when no one is watching can open doors money never could. This story gave me chills. If you are struggling right now, remember your miracle might already be on its way. Don't give up. Don't lose your heart. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs hope today. And remember, even a small act of honesty can rewrite your destiny. Stay blessed. See you in the next video.